All right, this is going to be the first and the last recording for the 30th today. I didn't trade anything, I didn't buy anything, I didn't sell anything, I didn't even have any verified cancels orders because I just wasn't available today. I had a whole bunch of other things to do, and thankfully, thanks to God, I feel a lot better. So I will be looking at the markets tomorrow, but I didn't do anything in particular today. I was interested in CLNV and seeing what it was going to do this day, and it did do a big sell-off. Hindsight is 2020, but I think I wouldn't have considered trading this one until I actually considered breaking the trend line, which was right around here. I do like how I broke past this downtrending trend line. I don't think I would have tried it all these times because it wasn't like really volatile. It was just very gradual and no like big volume either. It was pretty consistent for the most part until we got near the bottom, I guess, by this point. I like how it broke past the trend line and then we had like a small uptrend and then it kind of came back to it. Maybe an entry at 67 and then it did get as high as 73. So not really much of a bounce. And then it did come back down and maybe this could have been something better. I might have even have considered a setup here and then I just would have gotten, a break even or a slight loss trying to trade something like this. And then maybe frustration seeing it goes back up again here, only to just come back, but now officially be a bit of a higher low because it doesn't have a move towards the bottom like it did here with the wick. So maybe a gradual 11 a.m. reversal setup, 63 to 77, which is perfectly at VWAP. So it did offer bounce opportunities. Nothing, absolutely crazy, or at least, compared to GTII, this one doesn't seem that nice, but it still offered bounce setups, and that's pretty interesting. GTII is interesting in that it did do like this move below $1 and then it uptrended and then it came back under $1 briefly. It didn't break the day low. This could have been a setup, but there's no way if I were to have went long this that I would have held anywhere near up here. I would have had maybe a trend line and I would have gotten out of it by the time it broke past it right here. And then I guess maybe a setup when it breaks the day high, but kind of scary when it's down where it is and it doesn't necessarily turn around. At least in my opinion, the way it did in most stocks. But this one did a really nice uptrend towards the upside, as high as almost as high as $2. I will be looking at GTII tomorrow to see what it can do. Don't really like the wick that it ended up having, but could be much worse. I don't really like CRTD. Yeah, I just don't really like this one in general. It did something similar to GTII, but I would have focused on GTII or CLNV. Nothing with NWBO. This one, nothing interesting either. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to offer, I guess, my take on what these setups ended up being for today, even though I wasn't a part of it. No trades, but God willing, I should be ready tomorrow. Yeah, that's all I have for the 30th.